So I have less than 1,000 subs, and basically that means I can do whatever the hell I want. And if you've been watching for a while, then this looks like a new setup to you, doesn't it? Because it is. I am completely experimenting right now, and honestly, I think that's probably one of the best parts of having less than 1,000 subs. You can do anything you want, even if that means you want to change up your creative style. Now, I'm going to assume that most people who are watching this either don't know who I am or are seeing this for the first time or anything, but if you have known me or you watch any of my videos, then you know I like to do sit-down headshot videos, and I don't usually do too much other than that. I like to just sit down and talk. That's what this channel is mainly about. That's why it's called Evan Original and not Evan's MacBook reviews or something. But that's just the beautiful thing. I don't have to box myself into one style. If I decide one day I don't want to make certain videos, maybe I don't want to make these sit-down talking videos anymore. Maybe I want to make cinematic movies, or I want to do some crazy vlogs that are just way out of my comfort zone with a GoPro, like just a whole range of videos. It's just, you can do so much. But if I want to change it up, I can. Like, I don't have millions of people or brands telling me what I can or can't do. No one's telling me what to do at all. Every video I make is just comes straight from the brain. I don't know what to tell you. But let's just talk about like the benefits, the freedom that comes with having such a small audience, because there are a lot. I mean, obviously the biggest drawback is you don't have a big audience, but that's the only drawback. I really think there are more pros than cons. Of course, it's completely subjective. It's the way you look at it. But like I said earlier, I have complete freedom to shoot in any way that I want. So these last few videos, you may have noticed the colors are looking a little funky. Like maybe the exposure's off. And there was one video where I overexposed my footage to shit. I'm still practicing with lighting. I have like a light here, a light there. I got some lights back there. I have lights everywhere. And I'm just playing around with trying to make good looking footage that I can color grade and play with. And I don't want to just shoot boring videos that, I can edit them in like a day and get them out. I like playing with this stuff. And that's part of the creative freedom. So basically, I've been shooting in log footage, and if you're into cameras, then you might know about S-Log 3, where basically I can show it on screen right now, actually. The footage that comes out of the camera is just super washed out in gray, as you can see right now. But once you put a nice like LUT over it, is what they call it, and it just like colors it really nice and it looks really cinematic, or any style you want. And I love that. I love that shit. It's just so fun to play with. Like, I like having that warmer look instead of that cooler look. And I think it just complements the whole setup because I have a lot of warm lights in the background. So if I do it that way, then I don't know. It's purely a creative decision. I like this style. Maybe you don't like it. Well, damn, dude, it's not your video. It's my video. Again, that's just the looks. It's a style thing. But when it comes to the actual content, I'm hoping the content of this video is still good, because content first, I think creative style comes later. Without content, you can't really make a good video. And the next thing I want to talk about is being able to say whatever you want. I can swear because I don't have a brand saying, don't say shit. I can say that and I don't have to worry. Or I don't have to worry about getting demonetized even, because I'm not making a single penny off these videos. That's right. I do all of this for free. These lights, these cameras, they cost a lot of money, but I do it because I just genuinely enjoy making content. Now, I'm not saying that you can say anything you want, because we're not trying to get canceled here, okay? But you don't have to worry about saying something wrong or not correct under the scrutiny of brands or millions of people watching, because you probably only have like 10 people watching like I do. If this video gets only like 10 views, then sick. I don't have to worry about the pressure of a million people watching it. It's just 10 people, and hey, if even like 5 out of 10 people like the video, like, that's pretty sick. That's progress to me. And another thing is, if I can reach those 10 people who are creators, maybe you or yourself are a small channel that has less than like 100 subs, then that's amazing. My content was good for you. I'm hoping that I can shed some good experience, because I've been doing YouTube for almost 4 years. So hopefully you're getting something out of this. But then of course, with having less subs and worrying about people watching, is you just have less expectations. Okay, let's say I post this video and I'm a small creator like I am now. I don't have to worry about thinking, okay, if this video gets less than 50,000 views, then it's a complete failure, I lose money and I'm screwed. No. Like, if this video gets more than like 10 views, that's awesome, man. Like, my expectations are so low that it's like, it's not even really about expectations. Like, when I make these videos, I don't have expectations. I think it's just make something cool. Hopefully it helps at least one person, and it's a successful video. I don't know what to tell you. I think as a creator, you have to lower your expectations a bit. I'm not saying lower your standards. That's different. I think you should keep your standards high, because Well, you gotta make good videos if you want to draw an audience. But hell, your expectations don't have to be high, and if anything, they should not be high. You don't have to create masterpieces every single time either. If a video that you make is just okay, that's awesome. You made an okay video, but guess what? You can just make another one, improve, do better next time. In this video, I'm actively working on color grading and lighting properly so I can expose my image. That's what I'm working on improving in every video. Maybe later I want to focus on more editing, or maybe I want to focus on more like better scripting or speaking better, anything. Just improve over time, and then naturally your audience will see that and you'll get an audience. But in the meantime, while you're small, keep learning. And finally, you can just take the time to figure it out as you go. If you're a big creator, then well, guess what? You probably already got it figured out. So if you're watching this, I don't know why you're watching this, but if you're someone who's smaller and you're getting slow growth like I am, you know, like a couple hundred subs every like year or something, that's a whole year of you just being able to practice and get better at this craft, because YouTube and making videos is a craft. And with any craft, it takes time to get better at it and grow it. Water break. Here's the thing I've noticed about people who blow up. And you know what? I made a video about blowing up and I'm going to link that below. But basically, I had a second channel where that video blew up and it killed my channel. Because this is what happens when you blow up. You don't know the fundamentals of making good videos. So what happens if you suddenly go from 30 subs to 600 plus subs overnight? Because that is exactly what happened to my channel. And guess what? I didn't know how to handle it because I didn't have the quality of the subs that I had, if that makes sense. Like, all these views I was getting was deserving of a better creator. Did I say that right? So basically, I think my subs were not really earned. I feel like they were just kind of handed to me, and I didn't know how to grow an audience at the time. So basically, these expectations for my next video were so high, and I just kind of fizzled out and I just gave up. But also, to be fair, it was a meme channel. I don't care about making memes anymore, so it was kind of okay for me. It was like a smooth way to exit. Fun experience, but I don't recommend it for your main channel. If Evan Arginal decides to blow up one day and gets like 20,000 subs in the span of like a month, I wouldn't know what to do with these 20,000 people, like, I'll be honest. I would have an idea because I've been doing this for so long, but slow growth is better. It's also kind of nice to just see like a small creator struggle first before they get bigger, because I think what it is you kind of grow that resilience too over time. Is when you make so much content and it doesn't really give you the traction you want, you learn how to be more resilient and to turn it. I actually think it makes you last longer on this platform. You see all these videos of YouTubers quitting, but the ones who quit first were the ones who got big fast. Does that make sense? So basically, if you got 1 million subs in 1 year, you probably already gave up. But if you're someone like, let's say, PewDiePie, who has, I think he's 100 million plus now. I don't know, I haven't watched him in a long time, but he grew that over the span of like 10 years. And like, yeah, maybe he's slowing down, but he hasn't given up. Hopefully you can sub to this video and then you can see me grow too over time, because I don't think I'm going to be hitting 1,000 subs anytime soon, but if I did, that'd be pretty cool. I'm just saying. I'm not going to say no to 1,000 subs, but you got to earn it. Also, I think one thing I want to just quickly point out is this doesn't apply to just YouTube. If you've been watching this with the idea of YouTube in mind only, this applies to pretty much any platform where you can grow an audience. So that could be like platforms like YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, or just anything where you can grow an audience. And I think just one of the big things I want to point out, especially before I end this video, is don't be afraid to just try something new. Remember, literally no one's watching. If you think it's a dumb idea, but you think it's actually a decent idea, like maybe you're scared to do it or you're afraid of committing to it or anything like that, it doesn't matter. No one's gonna watch you anyway. If you already have a few hundred subs, I think you know what you're doing. But if you're questioning something like being worried about experimentation or anything like that, you're probably a small creator with less than 100 subs, and at that point, just go for it. No one's gatekeeping ideas from you. Like, you only kind of gatekeep yourself. Most of the time, you end up just suffering in imagination anyway, and I think that the best way to get really good and actually grow on YouTube is to just try something. And here's the thing. When you're a creator, you have lots of ideas and lots of plans. Maybe you have a plan that you're thinking, like, why would this work? Like, how could this work? Maybe those are the ideas that are worth pursuing. I never thought that doing sit-down talking videos where I don't really script anything would do very good, but funnily enough, some of the best videos I ever made were those kinds of videos where I just sit down, I have a little bit of notes here on my laptop, and I just start talking. You'd be very surprised. You just gotta try it. Well, anyways, I hope you got something out of this video, and if you're a creator with less than 1,000 subs, then I highly recommend going down to the description and clicking on my Discord and joining it, because then we can help each other out and give each other tips, you know, like Creators gotta work together, man. That's how creators do good. Okay, now drop a like and a sub.